everyone, it's Maite. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're able to join me today. So I'm so excited that I can finally share these beautiful planners with you guys. This video has been almost 2 months in the making now, and if it wasn't for the lovely, creative, and amazing women who teamed up with me to do this video for you guys, it would not be possible. But I will be going into each and every single one of their planners and what they do in a second. I just wanted to start off by saying what my thought process was behind this video. I wanted to bring you guys something fresh, something new, and something that you don't necessarily hear people talk about in the planner community every single day. I stand behind every single one of these planners, every single one of these brands, and that's why I'm calling it the best of 2017 in regards to new planners on the market. So these planners have all come out, I believe, either in the last 2 years or last year, so 2015 and 2016. So I'm excited to show you guys the 2017 installation of every single one of these planners. All of the details on these planners will be on the screen. I will also link every single one of these planners and where you can buy them down below. Obviously, if you have any more questions, leave them in the comments. But I promise I will be as thorough and as detailed as possible without trying to go too long. I do have 5 planners here, so bear with me, but I hope it is worth your while. All right. So first I'm going to start with the weekly planners, and then I'm going to move into the daily planners. So the first planner I have here is the Heart of the Farm planner, and this was founded by Corey Ingram. Now, I'm absolutely in love with the idea behind this planner. It's a very rustic, very American heartland. She is from Nebraska. She's a farm girl. She runs her farm and her household, and she really didn't feel like there were planners out there that filled a need for running your home on the outside as well as the inside. And so she decided to go out and solve this problem and came up with Heart of the Farm planner. In my opinion, I think she absolutely nailed it. This planner is so different from anything I've ever seen. But as you'll see in a second, I think that no matter what household you're running, I think that this is going to be an excellent planner for you. So the size of this planner with the cover is 9 3/4 inches high, and across it's 8.5 inches. The page sizes are 9.5 inches by 7.5 inches, and the coil diameter is 1 1/4 inch. This planner retails for $59. I have it in the minty stripe version. It is available in this beautiful black and white checkered version on her website as well, and to my knowledge, those are the only 2 cover options that are available. So this is the starting page of the planner. It is on glossy paper. It just says Heart of the Farm, weekly and monthly planner. On the next page are photography credits for the absolutely stunning photos that are in this planner. Then there's a little bit more about her story. And on this side, you have how to use this planner and how she designed it and how it was intended to be used. And this is the first divider for January. It is a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and it says, "Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year." The tabs are a beautiful pastel mint, and it's all the months of the year. And on the other side, it is just echoing the pattern once again with polka dots and the same pastel mint color. So at the beginning of every month, you have a dreams and goals page, and then you have the monthly calendar spread. You do get 2 months at a glance in the sidebar, the previous month and the following month, and then you get quite an ample amount of note space for the month that goes all the way down to the end of the page. At the top of the month, you have a quote, and this does change from month to month. Here it says, "Always remember to fall asleep with a dream and wake up with a purpose." I'm so in love with this page. This is a monthly master task list that has pretty much divided all of your chores by area of your house. So if you do zone cleaning, you're going to love this. Or you kind of divide your projects by section of your house. This is amazing. So at the top of the page, you have household, and that's divided by entry, kitchen, dining, living, bedrooms, bathrooms, laundry, and garage. And then you have outdoor, lawn and garden, farm and business, office paperwork, and outdoors. On the following page, you have a space to write your top priorities down, and you have divided into home and farm. And I think you get about 19 spaces for each side. Obviously, if you don't live on a farm, you can easily make this customizable. You can put washi tape on top of this. You can cover this up. You can really make it work to do you, but I really do like this layout at the beginning of every month. And then we get into the weekly layout. It is a horizontal layout. Weekends are not shared, so they do have separate days. There is a section on the bottom of the second page for gratitude. So she did integrate a top 3 in this horizontal layout at the top. You can obviously divide this into 2 if you need it for 2 sections. I mean, obviously you can customize this however you see fit. So this is about how much space you get per day. So that weekly spread continues for the rest of the month. And then we get to the end of the month, and this is my favorite part of this planner. You have a freezer inventory on one side, and then you have a weekly menu on the other. And not just one weekly menu, you get 5 weekly menus. So the freezer inventory is split up by item, quantity, and date made, which is just so brilliant. And you have a ton of space to write everything that you have in your freezer. You could also jumble this into a pantry and freezer inventory if you don't have that much food, but incredible page. And then on the side of the weekly menu, you have a space to write the week. It is divided by breakfast, lunch, and dinner on the top, and then you get Monday all the way through Sunday on the bottom. The weekends are not shared on this page. And on the side of the weekly menu, you have all of your ingredients that you could possibly need to take with you grocery shopping. This section is just so well thought out if you run a home, especially because she gives you enough weekly menus for the entire month. I think that is people's biggest complaint in spiral planners when they put weekly menu inserts, is that they never seem to be all encompassing and comprehensive, but she nailed it. So you get 5 note pages, including front and back, at the back of each month. So I'm just going to show you guys the beautiful dividers. This is another thing that I find so unique. These HD photos are just so beautiful. So the dividers switch between a photo and a quote. So this is your divider for February. This is your divider for March. God's reckless grace is our greatest hope. A quote from Timothy Keller. April, look how gorgeous this is. And the photos are double-sided. So let me show you February. Sorry. May, choose joy. Like, is this not the most precious thing? Look at that, a girl and her horse. It's just so unique. Life is too short to be anything but happy. Work hard, dream big. And there's a tractor in the distance. Here's a close-up. Perhaps you were born for such a time as this. Esther 4:14. This is just, I love sunsets. This is beautiful. Oh my Lord. And this is the divider for field meals. So she included an entire section at the end for field meals, and she has pre-planning checklist, 2 of them, or no, 2 pages for pre-planning checklists. And here you have everything you have to do a month before and notes. So she really thought this out in terms of what you need to bring, certain supplies. So 2 to 3 weeks before, 1 to 2 weeks before. And then you have field meals planner in terms of the recipes you're doing, the main dish, the side dish, and the dessert, the location, and meal 1 all the way through meal 60, I believe. Obviously, you don't have to tailor this to a field meal. If you like to eat out a lot, if you like to entertain a lot, you can also use this for that as well. I just love that she gives you the space to do this in the back of your planner. And then you have 12 note pages in the back. All the way in the back of the planner at the very end, you have 2017 at a glance, and you also have 2018 at a glance as well. Next up, I have the Ashley Shelly Planner by Ashley Shelly, and if that name sounds familiar to you, she is very popular for her budget notebooks that I believe launched in 2014. She later added planners to her line, I believe the following year. Now, her entire mission behind this planner, and you can really see this through every single detail in this planner, is that she really wants you to strive for your best creative life, your best week, your best year, and what will make your life easier so you can have room in your life to do the things that you really want to do and create the things that you really want to create. And as a fellow creator, I love the layout and design of this planner, and I think if you are a girl boss in the making, you're really going to like this planner as well. This retails for $49.95. It is also available in other cover options. She also has a student planner version that I believe is on sale on her website at the moment. She was so kind to give me a coupon code for you guys to save money. It is $5 off your planner order. Just type in maitevictoria 5. I will leave it on the screen and down below. And that expires January 1st, 2017. So I figured that I would share that with you guys as well. So the cover size of this planner, including the coil, is 7¼ inches by 9¼ inches. It says on the website that including the coil, it's 7½ inches, but I measured this like 3 different times, and I'm pretty sure it's 7¼ inches. So that includes the binding right here. The page size is 6 inches by 9 inches, and this is the thinnest planner that I'm going to show you guys today. So it's a very compact size, perfect if you are on the go. The coil diameter is 1¼ inches. So when you open the planner, you have this very handy pocket on the outside. It's shallow, but it definitely will hold important papers that you need to hold. It does come with a plastic pouch at the front, and each planner does come with 2 sheets of stickers, and you have heart stickers, date night stickers, travel stickers, movie stickers, payday stickers. So all of these are very functional and very in line with her entire pink, blue, and aqua theme. We then come to the ownership page. On this side, there's planner tips from Ashley herself, and on this side is a 2017 inspiration board. The tabs of the months do alternate color, also keeping in line with her theme, very bright. She does give you a page for important contacts that hold 10 names. And on the other side, she has favorite meal ideas for breakfast, dinners, and lunches. Here is the 2017 planning overview, and on the side she says, use this space to plan a quick overview of your year, noting important dates, birthdays, plans, etc. So you have 6 months of the year on this side with just big boxes, and you have the rest of the 6 months on the other side. Obviously, you can use this for important dates and whatever else you need to, but if you saw my review on the goal planner from Recollections, you could easily use this as that as well. Just an overview of all the goals and everything you want to achieve from a yearly perspective for each and every month, and I think that that would really work out well for that. Your yearly overview for 2017 as well as 2018 on the next page, and a list of all the important holidays in chronological order in 2017. Here is the monthly spread for January. You also get your months at a glance, the previous month and the following month. And you do get a little notes section here on the side. And also each and every box is lined, which I know some of you are going to be overjoyed about because it does make your writing easier if you use your calendar pages. So on to what makes this planner really different. This monthly dashboard that she has here is very unique and just so well thought out. So every month has this at the beginning. Create the life you love in January, your word of the month, your mantra. What creates happiness in your life that you want to do more of this month? So you have 5 little bubbles here that you can fill that out. And say no to distractions and negativity. What are you not going to do this month? This is everything right here. I think we focus so much on what we're going to do that we don't really sit back and say what we're not going to do. And that is almost as important, if not more important, about what we say we are going to do. Because you can say what you're going to do all you want, but really narrowing down what you're not going to do can make this part of your life so much more clear. On the next page, it says, what do you want to create this month? Routines and habits that help you create your best days. Personal goals with a little check to see that you actually accomplished them. And at the bottom, you also have a planning aspect of special dates and a monthly bucket list. I also want to zoom into something really unique about this planner that she mentions as well, and that is that each corner of this planner is perforated. So as you go through your planner and rip the corners off, it's really easy to flip to the page, so you don't have to worry about clipping in a bookmark or anything like that. You can just easily flip to the page that you're on in your planner. You get 2 note pages in between the monthly layout and the weekly layout. And then you get to the weekly layout. It is a horizontal layout and the weekends are not shared. And I do find this layout quite unique because she has a space here to echo your monthly word on every single week. And I think that really keeps you in check and focused for your month. And you have a space for notes in 2 separate columns on the top. And then zooming into an actual day, you have your space to write things down, your to-do list, your due today here, and dinner. And here you have the option of converting this into an hourly time slot. As you can see, the format is for hours on the side, so you can use them if you need them, not if you need them. You can put in appointments as you see them, so you don't have to do 9, 10, 11, 12 like that. You can do, okay, I have something at 9, and then I have something else at 12. So it gives you a little bit more flexibility with an hourly layout than you would that with one that's already written for you. That weekly layout continues to the end of the month. This planner is very to the point, which is why it's so thin. There's not a lot of extra in there, but I do think it's comprehensive enough for what it's trying to achieve. So I think for many of you who are interested in this, it will be enough for the purpose that it serves. So if you know me, you know I'm obsessed with black and gold. Actually, obsessed is probably an understatement. This is Maite in a planner personified. It is so beautiful. My jaw actually dropped when I got it in the mail because it is 10 times more beautiful in person than it is on camera, if you can even believe that. And I'm talking about the Let's Do This planner by Susanna Cressay, the daily version for 2017. They do have a weekly version if you don't want a daily version, but you still want this gorgeousness. And it is also available in white and gold. So basically every year, Susanna picks a different phrase for her planner. So last year it was Goal Digger, Goal, and this year it's Let's Do This. One of the things I love about this daily planner is that she really kept in mind planning as a holistic system when she made this planner. Sometimes daily planners are just so focused on the day, which is what it's supposed to be. Don't get me wrong. That is what a daily planner is supposed to do. Sometimes if that's the only planner that you use and you're not like me and use 6 different planners, you kind of want to keep your weeks in mind as well. And she does that so seamlessly in this planner. So it retails for $48 and the cover is 6.5 inches across by 8.25 inches tall. The page sizes are 6 by 8. So in terms of dimensions, it's the smallest planner. It's thick, but it's still compact, and the coil diameter is 1.5 inches. So it is a big coil. I also wanted to mention that the cover is just velvety, rubbery smooth, if that makes sense. It's just so soft to the touch and super luxe. So I love that detail about this planner as well. So on this side of the planner, when you open it, you have your ownership plate. And then you have the insides of the planner, like the polka dots. This is just everything. And the tabs are a beautiful pink color. They're just all of the days of the month and some different extras in the back as well. On this side, you have your yearly at a glance for 2017 and 2018. And here is just a note from Susanna behind this planner. So when you open this planner, it really zooms in on your goals, your dreams, and where you see yourself the next year and what you see yourself accomplishing. So on this first page, she breaks it down into dreams, what keeps you up at night, what makes you jump out of bed in the morning. So this really zooms in on potential passions that you may have that you may not realize. And then your perfect day. If you could design your ideal day, what would it look like? This is also so important. It really helps you out to even discover the planning system that works for you. What does your ideal day look like is a question that I don't think many of us ask ourselves enough. And then on the next page, it says goals, be bold, be brave, believe in yourself, and put a date. So these are your personal goals and the due dates for those, your professional goals and those dates, your health and spiritual goals, and your wealth goals as well. And this spread, which I find is one of the most unique aspects of this planner, is your ideal weekly schedule. So she zoomed in on what your ideal day looks like. So step that up a notch to see what your ideal weekly schedule looks like. So it almost looks just like a really adorable pink Excel sheet. So on this side, you have themes and times that run from 5 in the morning all the way to 9 o'clock at night. So I'm assuming you put in exactly what you are trying to accomplish at each hour of this day, or kind of in each increment, morning, evening, night. And then you have each day of the week. I don't know if my camera's picking it up, but it's a very faint line that goes across the weeks that correspond with the time. It's very faint, but it is there. It's a very light pink. So here you have what you want to be doing at 5:30 a.m. on a Monday, 5:30 a.m. on a Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. And what I think is great is on the next page, she doesn't put Saturday and Sunday together. She splits them up, which I also think is really important to establishing weekend routines. And on the top, you see that you have themes. So what your theme for Monday is, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is incredible if you bulk your work and if you have a main focus for every day of the week, or let's say you have a focus for each kid is different on each day. So I find that really easy to split up your week like that. On the next page, we have monthly mini goals, and I find this page so adorable. You get 4 little goals for each month of the year. January all the way to December on one page. The next page is a note to self. Write yourself a letter about this awesome year to come. Check back periodically at the end of the year. Next up is the monthly spread, which is just a very simple and cute spread. On this side, you have notes, and it's also lined. And now we are on the daily spreads. The weekends are separate. They are not combined, which I really like as well. And zooming in on a day, you have the date nice and bold. You have today's goals at the top. You have your to-do in an hourly format that runs from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Then you have notes on the other side and gratitude at the end. And yes, she did write in important holidays on each day. So New Year's Day is written in there, Christmas is written in there, just major holidays are written in the days already. So the daily pages continue like that throughout the rest of the planner, and this is what you see at the end of each month. And this is your monthly analysis and your goal analysis. On your monthly analysis page, you get to analyze each week. So you have 5 weeks here, week 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And on the other side, you have your goal analysis. So what goals did you accomplish, goals that changed, goals for the next month, and your note to self. So this is what I mean, that although it's a daily planner, it really checks in on your monthly goals, your weekly goals, your yearly goals, and I think it's just so important to always keep that at the forefront. And on the corner here, you have a quote that says, either you run the day or the day runs you. Jim Rohn. So the planner runs exactly the same way all the way until the end of 2017, until you get to the extras tab. Now, at the end of the planner, you have your yearly reflection, and I just love this section so much. You have accomplishments in 2017, so this is just your reflection on awesome experiences that you had, restaurant trips, adventures. You get a whole page for this. On the other side, you have amazing people I met, accomplishments I made, and books that I read. On the next page, you have an entire page dedicated to movies you loved in 2 columns. And then you have 5 note pages at the end for anything extra you want to add. And at the end of the planner, it has a quote. It might take a year, it might take a day, but what's meant to be will always find a way. I love that. That's unknown. And then you have a beautiful pocket in the back of the planner. The next planner I have is the Live Your Truth Everyday Planner by Ashley, and for short we call it the Light Planner, LYTE. And this was inspired by her battle with cancer. She is 24, she's my age, and she had a battle with cancer that she fortunately overcame, but it really inspired her to live her life with more conscious intention and really take each day one step at a time and really create your best life. And I really think she executed that with this planner. To start with, I think it is absolutely stunning. This is the Soul Planner, this version, but it is available in 2 other covers. It retails for $42, so it is the most affordable planner that I'm showing you guys today. So the cover is 7¼ inches by 9¼ inches. The page size is 6½ inches by 9 inches. The coil diameter is 1½ inches. One of the most unique things about this planner is that the design is just so on point. So much thought was put into the design of this. It's so cohesive yet different, and you'll see that when I flip through some of the dividers that they do go together really well. So the front of the planner is your ownership page. And then this page just explains a little bit more about Ashley and the planner, and she explains how to use it. And on this side of the planner, you have your truth resolution. And on the bottom, it says, this is where your truth journey begins. The first step in defining your truth requires you to take some time alone to think deeply and honestly about where you are in life and where you want to be. So this is just a further guide on how to use this graph paper on the side. And on the right-hand side, we have our bucket list for 2017. So you have a ton of room to write out everything you want to do, and it has a little checkbox so you can check it off when you do it. The next page, we have goals for 2017, and there's 6 slots here. And she left the categories blank so you can fill them in according to your needs, which I also really like. Then we have our year at a glance, and this is just 2017. And here we have our calendar layout. I just absolutely love the floral designs on the side. It's just so beautiful. And you have this month of the sidebar, so you have a long note sidebar. And the calendar boxes are not lined. You also have a couple days at the bottom from the next month in a different color, just so you can have your weekend all on one spread, which I really, really like. I was actually designing my own inserts for my planner that looked like this because I hate having to flip in between months to see a complete weekend at the end of the month. So she just included them in a different color to signify that they are for the next month. You have another sheet of graph paper on the back of the calendar page. And then you have a beautiful divider page here for the daily pages that are about to start. And it's a quote from Lewis Carroll that says, "In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take, the relationships we're afraid to have, and the decisions we waited too long to make." So here are the daily pages. She does combine weekends on one page, and the weekdays are on one page on their own. So this weekend page has Saturday on one side, Sunday on the other, and you have your truth focus. Your schedule and to-do is combined in one in the middle of the page, and then you have your notes section on the bottom. For the weekday, you have a longer truth focus box, your schedule on one side with bullet points, and your to-do on the other side with check boxes. On the bottom, you do have room for a meal plan, and on the other side, you do have room for notes or gratitude or what have you. She obviously gives you the flexibility of an hourly layout here. You can make that and tailor that to whatever you want. Some people might have preferred if it were written out for you, but it does give you a level of flexibility if you also just want to use both of these as a list. Some girls are list girls. I'm a list girl. You can just use it that way as well. So all of the months and the days look exactly like that for the rest of the year. And this is what I meant to say about the dividers. You see here, you have your quote and your rose design. But here, just flipping to another divider, you have the same echo of the same color pattern. So it's not strictly pastel. You do have brights in here, but it's all just still a very tight color palette, which I really appreciate from a design standpoint because it's not boring and it keeps you visually interested, and the color palette is quite diverse. And at the end of the planner, you have 18 note pages that are graph paper. And that is it. Next up, I have the beautifully bright Kit Life Planner, and it states a daily planner that encourages productivity, thankfulness, healthy habits, and a spirit of giving. I 100% have to agree. One of the most unique things about this planner is that it takes overall well-being and wellness into account, both mental and physical, without marketing itself as a wellness or fitness planner. It is very much still an all-in-one planner, but I love that they really keep wellness at the forefront of this planner, like you'll see in a second. This planner is also just so unique in so many different ways. The layout's unique, their dashboard's unique, their color schemes are unique. Just so much about this is different. This is also the most customizable of all the planners that I showed you today. You do have the option to add on some extras on the website if you want to customize it further for an extra fee. This also comes in a teacher edition and direct sales edition. There are people constantly asking questions if they're a direct sales planner, and I never really know what to say about that. But this comes in a edition that's specifically for direct sales. So if you work in direct sales, this is definitely the planner for you. Cover of this planner is 7 inches and 3/4 by 8 inches and 3/4, and the page size is 7 inches by 8 1/4 inches. So it's almost an exact square, which really lends itself to a different layout. The coil size is 1 1/4 inch in diameter. Just like the Let's Do This planner that I showed you, the cover is so luxe and smooth. They're the exact same like velvety, rubbery material. You just are addicted running your hands all over it. When you open the planner, it does come with a removable dashboard, a to-do list that comes with the dashboard, and some freebies, nutritional and health, that they want you to try out. So like I was saying about their wellness theme. And the cool thing about this dashboard is it's not a coil clip. It clips at the bottom and at the top, so you don't have to sit there fussing, putting it in every single coil, and it's really easy to move around. And then there is this stunning vellum paper that is gold embossed, and this is your ownership page this planner belongs to, and your welcome page for the planner. You have your big, bright yearly overview. On this side, you have your year at a glance for 2017 and 2018. And on the other side, you have occasions to celebrate. So again, important dates that you have for each month of the year, but you can also use this as a goal tracker as well, as I mentioned before. Another thing I find really unique about this planner is they have quarterly check-ins. So to start your year off, before you write anything else in this planner, you are made to write down your New Year resolutions, what you're enjoying, what you're thankful for. For the quarter ahead, my intentions are, and you have 3 lines here. And she reminds you to consider all aspects of life. And then you have personal inventory, so weight, sleep, overall health, activity levels, excited to experience, and your book goals. On the other side of the page, you have a notes page. And at the bottom, it says visualize what you want, see it, feel it, believe it, write it down, make yourself a blueprint, and begin. This is another page that is really unique. It is their dashboard for the month, and it always has a section for eating your produce, being well, celebrate what's good, choose to be happy, and a little something extra. Now, these change from month to month. I'm not going to read every single one on every single month, but just as an example, in the Be Well section of January, it says winter wellness shouldn't be taken lightly. Colds, flu, and allergies all abound during the chilly months. There's a helpful list from Real Simple magazine. Search for a glossary of medicine cabinet must-haves at realsimple.com. I love this. I think it's putting self-care at all levels at the forefront, and too many times we forget about that, especially when we're going into the thick of winter. So I think it's so great to have that at the forefront of every month. And then we have our really bright calendar spread. And on the side, you do have your months at a glance, December and February, and you have a little section for goals at the end. It's not the whole length of the page, but you still get some room to write some things down. So now we're on to the daily pages. The weekends are shared, and this is your full day at a glance. So this is your weekend page. You have the first day of the weekend at the top and your second day of the weekend on the bottom. And this is just lines for you to write down your list, things to do, to buy, etc. You can turn that into anything you'd like. And this is the part I'm really obsessed with. This is peek at the week. So you can use this for pre-planning, putting in appointments or things you know are absolutely happening that day. So you have your week in mind, even though this is a daily planner. So that runs Monday through Sunday, and the weekends are not separated. A full day at a glance layout is pretty unique. You have this entire top page for notes or checklists or to do or what have you. And then on the bottom, you have this mini hourly layout, and that's from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. And that just has enough space for you to write down appointments and urgent things that are time bound. They also have an idea of the big three, so they keep that at the forefront of your day. Wellness as well as hydration trackers. You guys know I love my hydration trackers. You can never get enough water. And you also have gratitude at the end. And every day, not including the weekend pages, you have a new quote. And this one says, "No one can go back and make a brand new start, my friend, but anyone can start from here and make a brand new end." And that's from Dan Zadra. Just to show you guys the quarterly check-in that isn't at the beginning of the year, this box, instead of saying for this year, it says last quarter I accomplished. So it keeps last quarter at the front of your mind before you start filling out what you want to do for the next one. I also just wanted to point out a slight QC flaw that was in my planner, just because, you know, I keep it 100% with you guys. This May tab is actually cut off on mine. I don't know if you can see that from the front. I don't know if that's in every single planner, but it just happens to be in the one that I have. The back doesn't have this issue. As you can see, the May is all there. But the front does. So that is the planner for the rest of the year. In the back, you do get two pockets. One of them is a plastic pocket that's attached to the coil. And the other one is a pocket in the back that is a paper pocket for some bigger items you may have. All right, guys, that brings this video to a close on the best new planners for 2017. Again, huge thank you to each and every single one of these ladies that did a fantastic job. So subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I have a ton more 2017 planning videos coming your way as promised. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and please comment and tell me which one of these is your favorite. I'm dying to know which ones you guys love. They are just all so beautiful. It's so hard to pick. So if you do end up buying any one of these, please let me know in the comments down below. And as always, I will catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.